Well, our Target member, Scott, put up a version of him working on Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton after we had the Target lesson up there for it. And a lot of what he was doing in there was great. Had a great arpeggio. And it looks, again, the video's a little blurry, but it looks like you're doing a really good job of alternating down and up. And when you're picking through the arpeggios in there, your timing is great. You're trying to do something that is very difficult in the next part, and that is playing the melody or the lead without any other accompaniment and keeping it in time. This is almost impossible because the tendency, especially in a song like this, where you have this very emotional, drawn-out melody, now notice how I'm tapping with my whole body and my hand to make sure that I hold those notes a little too early. It's really easy to do something like this. Where the timing was way off enough to where you couldn't tap in there, especially with these long drawn out notes that you're trying to, that you got to make sure you hold them exactly the right amount of time. So I'll have a hint for that in just a second. I want to tell you one more thing just about the execution. This slide, you don't want to just slide from the existing note, the C, because you won't really have enough on it. Go hit a D, hit the note again at the 10th fret and slide it up to the 12th to get a little bit more, especially on the acoustic guitar, a little bit more definition to that note. So instead of this, didn't even really hear that note. What we need is this. Okay? Now, so in order to practice this and get it exactly in time, again, you could see I was keeping the beat with my hand and my foot and my head and my shoulders and everything, and really making sure that I was stretching that out. Practice it with a metronome. Ooh, that's slow. Now I have to wait. And I have to wait here. All on the beats. Then if you're going to try to play the melody, same thing. So that's the idea. Notice that long pause in there between the first sentence, or the first line and the second line. When you play that without a metronome, and especially at that slow, it's really hard to not do this. That was way too early. So timing is one of the, well, no, it is probably the most important thing in music. I've always said rhythm is very easy, or music is very easy. You play the right note at the right time. But even the wrong note at the right time can be musical. The right note in the wrong time is not usually very musical. So this is a great example of someplace to really work on discipline and get that technique. You've got to instill that rhythm in your head. So your body and your hands and your feet and everything just know where those beats are all the